Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone out there today? Good, I hope. Hope everyone's doing good today. Hope you guys are doing amazingly out there. How you doing? Amy, Lindsay, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good today. I hope you guys are doing good today. Just recovering from the snow day. I'm doing good. I just had um I'm actually editing a video. The snow was outstanding. It was very cold. It was very shocking that I was standing in the middle of a snowstorm and didn't know what to do, right? Didn't have a clue. Did not have a clue what on earth to do. If you guys are just coming in, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys are just coming in, make sure to slap that like button. Put some respect on that like button. Thank you. Thank you. So today I thought we'd talk about current events. If you guys want to talk about current events, we can talk about current events. Or we can talk more about Sherry Frankie, Ruby Frankie. I am editing a video about someone who was a former Mormon. We did an interview together, so I'm editing that down. It's a longer video, it's about an hour. So we're getting everything in order for that to come out. So I'm really excited about that. I hope everyone's doing good. Lindsay, are you warm? Are you warm? I know you've been out in the snow all day. Are you warm? Are you warm? It's nice and toasty in here, especially under these lights. I already know I'm going to get hot. Your feet are still freezing. I understand. When I went out there for that little bit of time that I was out there, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. And I couldn't stay out there that long because it was just that grueling and horrid, you know? So I'll probably give it a few more minutes. Let's see if some other people come in. But I want to talk about some Donald Trump stuff because it's really weighing heavy on me today, right? And I knew these things were on the horizon, but I didn't know they were coming this fast, right? I knew they were on the horizon, but it just hurts. It hurts to wake up every day and there's a different headline, right? There's a different headline and it makes you feel personally attacked. Imagine that. Imagine that in a country where it's the home of the free, right? It doesn't feel much free anymore. It doesn't. And I don't know how this is happening. I really don't. I don't understand how it's happening, why it's happening. And it just makes me feel really bad, you know, for lack of a better way to put that. It's not a good way to feel. You know what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you why. Let's see if a couple more people come in here if you guys want to join. Hi, Jay. How are you? We're just talking about some American current events today. So come on in, like the stream, lick it, lick it, lick it. Thank you. Thank you guys. Because we just got to talk about it. I know this isn't a politics channel, but I'm tired of waking up. I honestly am. Still snowing? No, there's still a lot of snow on the ground. You guys saw me fighting in a blizzard yesterday? That was crazy. Fighting for my life in a blizzard. I didn't think that was going to happen that way. Let's just put that like that. Hi, SL.
So I was
SL, you might hear your voice, but I mean, just ignore it. The Gators are yeah, it's just not it's not a good time. Like I probably should have went outside today. Like I thought I was doing something. I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb. Like I should have went outside today when it wasn't a blizzard. I go outside in the heat of the blizzard. Like, girl, just eager. Like I'm not an extreme weather person. That's how I felt.
It's interesting. There's like three levels of kingdom.
Okay, sorry. Sorry
hell,
guys.
but it's not hell.
Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Just ignore. How you doing, Jazz? How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing good.
It's almost hell.
Sorry, I'm editing as well. I'm just wrapping up a project that I'm doing. I'm coming to you. Just give me a moment. Thank you. Okay. To be That's very bright. My goodness. To be a minority today feels like what? To be a minority today feels like what? Let's open that. Let's open that up for discussion, right? Snow ice cream, yummy. I was gonna do snow margaritas, but I think the snow is starting to melt, so it's getting lower to the close to that dirt level. But I was about to be enjoying my time in here. On me, I was. Okay, hang on. But to be a minority in Trump's America is to what? Okay, so the Trump administration is coming out with all of these sweeping laws, all of these sweeping bans, not one thing about the price of eggs that we're all so concerned about, right? The price of eggs that we're all so concerned about. The people concerned about the price of eggs don't even buy them. So the Trump administration has ordered federal employees in diversity, equity, and inclusion roles to be placed on paid leave, right? Today. DEI. We also see Facebook doing it. We see Amazon doing it. We see Walmart doing it. And it's like, okay, I already started shopping back at Walmart. Sorry. The protest didn't last long for me because, you gotta survive, right? Walmart is a beacon of survival, in my opinion. But you got Walmart doing it. You have Black Americans and minorities saying, hey, we're gonna boycott Walmart. Then you have Amazon doing it. Then you have Facebook doing it, and then you have the federal government doing it. Can you boycott all these entities? Diversity. What does diversity mean? What does diversity mean? Okay. Let's see if these terms are something that we should be going away from as a society. Are these terms something that we should be getting rid of in this society? Just the sheer terms, right? So when you look up the word diversity, right? The definition of diversity is the condition of having or being composed of differing elements. It is a range of people or things that are different from each other. Diversity can be any dimension that is used to differentiate groups and people from one another, such as age, gender, ethnicity, religion, disability, sexual orientation, education, and national origin. Diversity. One of the fundamental principles that America was founded on. The Trump administration says, let's push away from that, right? Okay. Inclusion. The act of including or the state of being included, something that is included, an object completely inside of a tissue. So that's for doctors, it's not for us, right? And the practice or policy of including and integrating all people and groups in activities, organizations, political processes, especially those who are disadvantaged, have suffered discrimination, and or living with disabilities. Inclusion. If you are different than what I'm used to, you still are included, you still are accepted, you still belong. Right? The Trump administration says, hell no, right? Okay. So then we go to a word called equity, right? We have to realize what's going on, okay? We have to realize what exactly this Trump agenda is trying to pass. This Trump agenda is trying to do, okay? Equity refers to fairness and justice in treatment, emphasizing freedom from bias and favoritism. Equity represents a system of law that supplements the remedies the limitations of common law, ensuring fair treatment and justice. The Trump administration says, hell no to equity. So can you guys tell me, can you guys explain to me, what does getting rid of programs associated with diversity, equity, and inclusion do for the whole of America? How does that make our companies look? How does that make our CEOs look? How does that make our Congress look? When on the first day of office, your president says, hey, if you're in any role associated with those three words, that stuff, where you're going to get laid off, right? So women, minorities, people with disabilities, LGBTQIA Americans, the whole of society, a big chunk of the whole of society. This is just the beginning, right? This is just the beginning. And I saw that and I was like, oh, that's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it's going to get. And I'm not trying to scare you, but you shouldn't be scared. You should just be aware, right? You should never be scared. You should just be aware. Okay? The next 4 years scares me, right? We're going backwards. And Jazz makes an excellent point when she says we're going backwards, right? She makes an excellent point. Because not only do we close the DEI, lay off all the people in the federal government with DEI roles and positions, we roll back a 1965 executive order addressing workplace discrimination. Rolled back. No longer there. What does the executive order say? The executive order says, it's Executive Order 11246. You can look it up. It says on September 24th, 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson issued Executive Order 11246, prohibiting employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, and national origin by those organizations. So is this the Trump administration saying we want employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, and national origin by those organizations receiving federal contracts and subcontracts? What is that saying to the whole of America, right? It's every day, right? I saw someone on TikTok say that, a Biden presidency, we didn't necessarily have a noteworthy thing to hear about every day, right? We didn't have a shock and awe breaking news coverage every single day, but that's a Trump presidency. And I feel like it's so overwhelming to the country that every day you have to hear about negative things going on in your nation every single day, right? Welcome, ASAP. Welcome, Dre. Welcome, Bree. Welcome, guys. It's highly overwhelming. Like, and then you have people in Canada saying, "I'm so scared for you guys." You have people in Australia saying, "I'm so scared for you guys. Come seek refuge." You have people even in the UK. "I'm scared." It makes you want to drink, right? It makes you want to drink. And I can't open my damn phone without seeing this shit. Okay. And it's starting to piss me off, right? It's starting to mess with my mood, you know, when, you know, I want to move. I want to move. Like, that's how it feels. You don't feel safe where you are. Every day for the next 4 years. Pray for your Congress people because they're dealing with it on a frontline level every day, right? You can't ignore it. It's hard to ignore this type of shit, right? Okay, so when we look at, hang on 1 second. Another one. I mean, I could just pull these. Okay, Elon, I can keep going. I can go for about 3 hours with breaking news reports like these, right? Here's another one. Donald Trump says government buildings can only fly U.S. flags, preventing LGBTQ flags from being flown. So, like during Pride Month, right? If you have a senator, a congressperson who supports equal rights for all Americans, they might have one of these flags, a pride flag, to support Pride Month, right? No more. No more. And for the trans brothers and sisters, Donald Trump says, what else did he say? I just can't even make this shit up. He says there are only two genders or only two sexes, right? Male and female. We went over that one. He signed it his first day in office. What do you gain from that? Pride Month will be no more. But can somebody tell me, what do you gain from that? From saying there are only two sexes. There are only two sexes, but there is a range of gender and gender identity expressions. Any professor who teaches these things will tell you, right? It's the first thing you learn if you're taking those classes in college. You learn the distinction between sex and gender, right? And I can't find it on here. It's somewhere on here where they kind of explain it in detail. So, to be a trans person right now, I pray for them. Think about it. Can we just think about it for a second? You spend your whole life hating who you are, right? Just to get enough courage to live in your truth. Your family has maybe or maybe not disowned you. And you get to a point where you're good with you get to a point where you're good with who you are. You're fine in your skin. Something that gay and trans people have to battle with internally, right? A daily internal battle, right? To turn around and realize your government is emboldening its citizens to do the very thing that you were afraid of in the beginning, right? To judge you, to shame you, to banish you, right? Incredibly hard. Trans people make up less than 2% of the United States population. What on earth could be behind this besides hatred and just pure, unadulterated bigotry, right? For people who have struggled probably every day of their lives. Let's just punch on the weak kid. Let's punch on the weak kid because that's what we do as Americans. We bully until we get our way. I didn't say it. I didn't vote for it. I'll be completely transparent with you. I didn't. Could you imagine how it would be looking today if I did? And how are the Black Americans looking today that did vote for Donald Trump? And then he says, hey, yeah, thanks for your vote, but this isn't for you. Very bad. Very, very bad. So we talked about this the last time I was live at the computer. We talked about how Donald Trump wants to end birthright citizenship. That's in the Constitution. It literally says if you are born on United States soil, you are a citizen. So 18 states have sued him. Are the states in the deep red suing him? In the deep south suing him? No. Of course not. Nope. No, not at all. And I feel like the true Republican Party, the true Republicans, right, don't support this. And they just got to go. They got to roll with the punches now. Because they got bamboozled as well. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You know, I probably would have came on here and talked about something different had not every notification I got on my phone been negative. If the president doesn't give us a sense of nationalism, a sense of pride, a sense to be happy about the place we live, then why is he the president? If the president only tears down, attacks, discriminates against, and drives a wedge deeper between his own people, why is he the president? Right? Here's another one. President Donald Trump has ordered health agencies such as the FDA, CDC, and the NIH to pause communications with the public. the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, the FDA, what? Why? What's crazy about him ending that is that we're citizens by birthright, not strictly because of who our parents were, but because we were born here. Yeah, yeah. I brought up a piece of, if you guys don't believe me, right? Believe the Constitution. Do we just not care about it? Like I don't know. Does the president care about it? Let's see. All right. It's called the Citizen Clause Doctrine, right? Let's take a look at the Constitution. Disabled people too. That's sad. That's so sad. Okay. 14th Amendment, Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States in the state wherein they reside. Point blank, period. Point blank. You can't get any easier than that. Point blank, period. That's it. So when I see people today, because I have a lot of constituents, I don't know why my algorithm, because I'm in a political algorithm on TikTok, on X, on all those things. I'm in the political algorithm. I don't even get funny videos anymore. It's just politics, right? So I don't understand why my constituents are so, like, some of them are left wing, but there's a lot of right wing people too. They celebrate. Yay, no more anchor babies is what they're saying in the comments of TikTok. Yay, no more anchor babies. This is what the Constitution says. No more anchor babies. That's crazy. So you're literally saying because the baby was born here, they can no longer anchor their parents into the country. I understand the point you're making, but the law is if the baby was born here, they're a citizen. Just like I was born here, I'm a citizen. You can't say, how far do we want to go with this? This rhetoric, these disgusting theories. Do we worry about civil war? That's another story for another day, right? I feel like had Kamala Harris won the election, there'd be more violence, right? Directly after the election or her certification, there would have been another January 6, 2024. I mean, 2020, January 6, 2020, where 1,500 people stormed the Capitol, beat and killed police officers to try to stop Joe Biden from being certified as president. And those people were pardoned by Donald Trump. He calls them hostages. They were pardoned by Donald Trump his first day in office. People who were tasering and beating the shit out of the police that they love so much, right? But this administration only loves the police when they're aiming at people that don't look like them, right? If it's too deep for you, then I understand. But we just gotta take it a day at a time. The world scares me now. Yep, the world's scary. The world's scary. And those people, don't go on X. Don't go on X. I'm telling you, protect your mental health because it's really shocking what people out there think about you and other people, right? Shocking. So Elon Musk was one of Trump's top donors. We all know this, right? the richest man in the world. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but Elon Musk grew up in an apartheid government, right? Let's look it up. In South Africa, he grew up in an apartheid government. His parents moved there. Grandparents, somebody in his ancestry line moved there and thrived and made so much money off of the apartheid, right? What's an apartheid? An apartheid is a system of racial segregation in South Africa. Separateness. It means separateness, right? So white Africans lived in one area and black Africans lived in another area. There was a clear distinction. And that is where Elon Musk grew up. And he comes to this country, right? I mean, I can't spell it out any easier. I can't spell it out any easier for you guys. Look at this. He comes to this country and does this. Let's take a look. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm really not. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want you guys to be aware.
Take a look at this strange device that I'm holding in my hand. It's smaller than a quarter, but I believe it's
okay.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say
it really mattered because you will gain from it. It really mattered for who? A South African that grew up in a billionaire South African that grew up in an apartheid government. Why are you on the stage? Let's continue though.
Thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you. We're going to have safe cities, finally, safe cities. Secure borders, sensible spending, basic stuff. And we're going to take Doge to Mars. I mean, can you imagine how awesome it will be to have American astronauts plant the flag on another planet for the first time? Bam!
Yeah! Respectfully, I don't give a damn about planting a flag on Mars when things on Earth are the way they are. Why? That can be his pet project. I don't care. But it shouldn't affect me. If it's your plant project to go to Pluto, Mars, Uranus, Jupiter, and plant flags, that's great for you. But most of us don't give a damn. Respectfully. If you're an astronaut or a person who likes that kind of shit, you probably do care a little bit. But why are you behind the presidential seal talking about planting a flag on Mars? You can't make it up. And now we learned today that Elon Musk supports German organizations. He does. Why? Because look where he grew up. It's easy for him. It's easy. We know what that salute was. Everybody who has a basic understanding of American history, international history, world history knows what that salute was. Edsel says he can go to Mars and stay there. Jazz says he makes me sick. Right? Yep. He grunted. He did it very roughly. And people are trying to excuse it by saying he has autism, he freaks out. That was an autism thing. What? What? Like, don't gaslight me. Mm-mm. Don't gaslight me. I don't even know how to look this up because it's that I shouldn't be having to look this up to compare the two, but we know. We know what it is, and we know what he did, and he gets away with it. That, I feel like, paired with all of the sweeping bans and shit that's rolling back, it only gets worse, right? A Roman salute. Since when in the history of American government and politics have you ever heard any news person, any textbook, anything talk about a Roman salute until now? Roman. I understand it's bad. It's bad. Like, when you're that brainwashed to the point where when you're as brainwashed, you can refer anything your political God does, you have an excuse for it on hand, rapid firing them. They could spit in your face and you'd be like, oh, he has a disease which causes him to spit in my face. It's okay. I'll just wipe it off. Six. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's not good. I didn't watch the inauguration, but it's still, the highlights still came upon us. And did you guys hear about, look, Conscious is talking about it too. He's pissed. Like, what? Everybody's kind of upset, right? But here we go. Let me see. It's getting hot in here because I got the heater on behind these lights. But let me see. Just take a look at this one. And Trump already said she was a leftist, centrist. Like, he already attacked her. And his supporters are calling for her to be deported with the illegals. Okay? This is a bishop. An Episcopal. Okay.
Make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families.
They don't show Trump and Vance's face.
Who fear for
Trump
their lives.
and James David Vance, absolutely pissed, right? I hope we can find, is there one with, hang on, is this it?
Let me make one final plea.
Hang on.
We're in paltry for their lives.
Check out
To have mercy
James
upon-
David's face. He's seething with anger, right? He's seething with anger. Watch.
Providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. And the people.
Okay, so for what reason does a president and a vice president, JD is so pissed, right? Because how dare she mention LGBT people? How dare she? We're only here to govern and give and try to make America better for white Christian Americans. How dare she expect us to hold the burden of proof for all Americans? You are vice president of the United States of America. And what makes the United States of America America is all of its groups, right? So continue to listen to this.
People who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation. But the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here. Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land. May God grant us the strength and courage to honor the dignity of every human being, to speak the truth to one another in love, and walk humbly with each other and our God for the good of all people in this nation and the world.
Attention retirees.
So
If
what
you're
was wrong
willing
with
to
what
use
she
the
said?
computer-
Like, what was wrong with what she said? I'm so confused. What was wrong with that? That was actually that was good. It was good. It was decent. It was very good, honestly. But how dare she? Like that's how he's looking at it. How dare she? Roman salute, right? Right. Yep. That's what we live. Yep. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Okay. Yeah, JD Vance was just like so upset about that. I could tell. He didn't like that. She mentioned gay and lesbian people, and like he didn't like that for some reason. Asap says, I fear Trump is one hair away from signing for a purge day. Honestly, I don't know. It's like you try to ignore certain things that get on your nerves. But when you know something is wrong and you know people are trying to gaslight you to believe it's right, it invokes a different feeling in you. You know what I mean? It does. But I honestly don't think people understand. Like, if they've never had to deal with a situation, they don't understand it, right? A lot of things I'm upset about. A lot. And the TikTok, Trump bringing back TikTok is supposed to make us happy and clap and run around. He saved TikTok. Did he? Or was he the one who introduced the bill and signed the bill in the first place? It's overwhelming, guys. It's really overwhelming. You try to, talk to people who are MAGA. You try to talk to them. I've been trying to talk to them, and they don't like they really don't hear anybody else's opinion at all. MAGA is infused with conspiracy theorists, racists, and hate, like a lot of hateful people, right? Infused. It's nothing that I can understand. It's nothing that I can understand. Right? You deleted what? TikTok? I heard that they were selling phones on TikTok with TikTok on them on eBay for like 10,000. Show of power and control, yeah, because he couldn't believe that they kicked him out of the White House. He couldn't believe how fucking dare they exercise their right to democracy. Honestly, I feel like at this point we should have just gave him 8 years straight through, because this whole spinning the block shit, I'm not feeling that. He should have just did the 8 and got out. This whole spinning the damn block, letting us try to rebuild our hope, and then him just coming. No, that's not cute at all. That is not cute. So I just feel like if people educate their children to treat everyone, it's such a easy rule, but we're so hard at doing it as Americans. Treat everyone how you want to be treated. I mean, we hear that in school all the time when we were growing up. And does Donald Trump treat everyone how he wants to be treated? Nope. A lot of his actions are despite us for not letting him have 8 years yet. But I feel like the Democrat Party is in rehabilitation, right? We have a lot of good leaders in the Democratic Party, women, female and male, a lot of strong voices in Congress that are fighting every day. So it's not like Trump's power is unchecked, right? So I guess we have to lean into that type of faith, right? You have congressmen and women who are Democratic. They're not the majority, right? But they're fighting on that House floor every single day. A really good senator by the name of, hang on one second. What's that woman's name? AOC. That's what we call her. Her name is like Alessandra or something like that. She's strong, right? There are a lot of senators out there that are very strong, and congresswomen are out there that are very strong. But if they don't have the vote, they don't have the vote. You know what I mean? But they're still making good points. They still may be able to get a Republican across the aisle to say, like, oh, maybe that is what we're trying to do. So I guess that's where we start. But after these 4 years, I feel like people will, if they thought it was a joke, right? They thought it was a joke this time. But after 4 years, it's no longer a joke, right? It seems like always a transfer of power, right? So Trump was retribution for Obama. Biden was retribution for Trump. Now Trump is retribution for Biden and Kamala. So in the next 4 years, I can only kind of see that Trump, a lot of things are going to start to heal then, you know? I don't see things starting to heal right away now, right? Let me see if I can find... This is a congresswoman I'm speaking on right here. She's so good. Oh my God, she's so good.
The ranking member. Mr. Speaker, I want the American people to
Hang
know.
on, that's not it. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Her name's Alexandra.
The cynics will tell you one vote doesn't change anything. But what they...
Hang on. Here it is here. And then he like bites his lip. Like, what kind of sick... Okay. Hang on a second.
You just watched Elon Musk, the world's richest man, do what appears to be a Hitler salute at the inauguration of our fascist, Hitler-quoting president. And I should add that the guy who just Sig Heiled on stage is going to have office space in the West Wing of the White House, meaning he'll have lots of access and influence over our president, who allegedly kept Hitler's speeches next to his bed, at least according to his ex-wife. Now, to be fair, we don't actually know if he intended to do a salute that looked identical to the salute that the Nazis did in Hitler's Germany. So I think that we should probably try to give him the benefit of the doubt, because we don't want to be that caricature of hysterical lefties that accuse everyone of being a Nazi that we don't like. So I think that we should just calm down and think about this rationally for a moment. I'm sure that it was just a bad angle. So let's look at a different angle. Okay, well, that actually makes it look a lot worse. Fair enough. But I'm sure that, you know, if you compare it to the salute that actual neo-Nazis use, it'll almost certainly show us that it's totally different. So it's identical, you know, hand to the chest, extending the arm, the right arm in particular. Okay. A lot worse.
Do you see
Fair
it?
enough, but I'm sure that, you know, if you compare it to the salute that actual neo-Nazis use, it'll almost certainly show us
That's
that
the
it's
same
totally different.
identical thing.
So it's identical, you know, hand to the chest, extending the arm, the right arm.
Absolutely identical. Okay. Let's see. And from a person that's born up in an apartheid, you should not even be looking like that. You shouldn't even be thinking like that.
I'm honored to yield 2 minutes to the gentlewoman from New York, Representative Ocasio-Cortez.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair, Madam Ranking Member. Here we are today, Republicans who have voted consistently against the Violence Against Women Act, who have taken away the right of all women to choose and have control over their own body, who, as women are bleeding out in parking lots across the country, standing there, allowing us to die, now want to pretend today that they care about women. And why? To open up gender and, yes, genital examinations into little girls in this country in the so-called name of attacking trans girls. And to that, today, what we have to say are 2 words: not today. The majority right now says there's no place in this bill that says it opens up for genital examinations. Well, here's the thing. There's no enforcement mechanism in this bill. And when there is no enforcement mechanism, you open the door to every enforcement mechanism. Trans girls are girls. And for all the folks that are so concerned, thank you for your concern about women for the first time that I've seen. I don't know about y'all. I don't know who's been to gym class lately, but girls, even if you only believe in two genders, I've played co-ed sports all the time. But what this also opens the door for is for women to try to perform a very specific kind of femininity for the very kind of men who are drafting this bill, and to open up questioning of who is a woman because of how we look, how we present ourselves, and yes, what we choose to do with our bodies. I know who loves this bill. Yes, bigoted folks love this bill. Assaulters love this bill. But also, CEOs love this bill. Because Los Angeles is on fire right now. And this is the #1 priority this majority has. Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentlewoman.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I honestly, that's pretty good. Right? So people like that, right, who are in Congress, they give me a little bit of hope, right? They give me a little bit of hope. She's good. She's real good. I'd vote for her tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I think we have one more.
Chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Presley, for 5 minutes.
Thank you. First, I just want to take a moment to condemn the anti-Asian rhetoric by many of our colleagues in Congress across the aisle, which has emboldened anti-Asian hate, not only in the Massachusetts 7th, which I represent, leaving many of my constituents in fear with their safety threatened, but really threatened our democracy, I think, writ large. And I want to just take a moment to forcefully disassociate myself from remarks made by my colleagues that peddle xenophobia and fuel violence against the Asian community.
Great.
I do think we can certainly be critical of the Chinese government and their economic
She was wearing
policies
something
without
purple.
being-
I think this might be the video.
Recognition.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will distribute the amendment to all members.
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, they're ready.
This is going to take a minute. Yeah. I'm not ready.
That's okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Well, yes, you weren't here yet.
reserve
Ready.
point of order, sir.
Point of
Okay.
order is reserved by Mr. Higgins. We're distributing the amendment.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Make sure to hit that like button. Let's just listen to her. She's pretty good too. Like, she's good. But AOC is a champion, man. She's on TikTok every day making shorts every single day. Like, not only is she active in Congress, she's like also relating the message in an easier way where like the everyday American can understand, right? So if you don't follow her on TikTok, it'd probably be good to follow her on TikTok. Absolutely. Okay, come on, guys.
The federal government, Mr. Chairman.
What the hell y'all doing?
Mr. Chairman.
Get to work.
I now recognize
It's not a race.
the amendment is considered read. I now recognize Ms. Presley.
Mr. Chairman, my amendment seeks to ensure that this legislation does not erase or ignore the undeniable history of systemic racism in our country. It adds a section to the top of the bill that is a straightforward acknowledgement that, quote, the federal government has implemented policies that perpetuate systemic racism, end quote. Systemic racism refers to a network of public policies, institutional practices, cultural norms, and social structures that work together to maintain racial inequities. This is not a matter of opinion. It is a matter of fact that originates in the founding of this nation and has implications to this very day. Our government has been deeply intertwined with this system, from enshrining slavery and the 3/5 compromise into the United States Constitution to implementing redlining, segregation, and other discriminatory policies based on race. Now, I know that talking about the existence of racism in America makes some uncomfortable, but remember, this is a bill that you all brought up. So to my colleagues, let me just say that acknowledging these truths is not an act of blame. It is an act of responsibility. We must take responsibility. If you are serious about ending reverse racism, you need to acknowledge that it exists in the first place. And that means voting in favor of this amendment.
Gentlelady yields back.
So I feel like, honestly, what she's talking about, like the theory and the rhetoric that I'm hearing around the DEI rollback from Republicans or MAGA, whoever, they feel like it's reverse racism, right? They feel like it's reverse racism. But the point that she makes is, if it's reverse racism, how do you have such a hard time acknowledging regular racism, like forward racism? Like, that doesn't make much sense. You say this is reverse racism, but when somebody comes to you on an issue of actual racism, you say everybody has a fair shot. They should just pull themselves up by their bootstraps and work really, really hard and da-da-da-da-da. So you only acknowledge, I noticed that about certain people. They only acknowledge things that they don't like when it affects them. Like the January 6th rioters, right? They only beat on the police when the police affect them from completing their mission. They only care about racism when they feel it's pointed, like two things can't exist at one time. That's how I feel about the situation. But honestly, guys, it's going to be a crazy 4 years. I've been trying to figure out a way to disconnect from this stuff, but it's hard to disconnect when something like every day, something your president does is a breaking news topic, right? Like, I go on X and I'm just baffled. I deleted it off my phone because hell no, I wanted to respect my peace, but it just didn't work out because I needed X for something. So I pulled it back up, and it's a red-pilled place. All I see are Republican posts. That's it. I see nothing else. Like someone says, who thinks that Bishop is a disgrace? It's just a bunch of hatred. And I feel like the worst thing Donald Trump has done has given power to people who don't deserve it, to feel like they have an aha moment. I feel like he's given power to people who don't deserve it. When I say that, I mean racist people, xenophobic people. They feel like they can now go out and do and say whatever to whomever because their president empowers them to do so, right? So I feel like that's kind of a big issue, right? So I don't know, guys, but I hope everyone's doing good today. I don't mean to make everybody think about, the elephant in the room, but it was weighing on me today. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a live. I know politics can sometimes confuse things for some people, but I really don't. If someone has an issue if somebody has an issue about following me because I stand up for what I feel is right, especially when it comes to my identity as a human, then they don't need to be following me. That's how I feel. If someone has an issue with me speaking on it, then they don't need to be following me because I'm not speaking on nonsense. This is real stuff, So, did you guys hear? In lighter news, did you guys hear Netflix is raising its prices? Who's ready to pay more for Netflix? Netflix is in lighter news. Netflix is raising its prices again. The standard plan with no ads is $17.99. Now, it was just what? I feel like it was just $15 or $16. Netflix is raising its prices again. It's $16 a month now, like $16.50. Because who wants ads in their movie? It's $16. And the highest is $25. You guys remember when Netflix was $9.99 for the whole kit and caboodle? Oh my goodness. I remember back in the good old days. I feel like during when Obama was president, back in 2000, the the double O's, like 2007, 8, 9, 10. Netflix was $9 and you got the max package at $9. Why is it going up to $17.99? Okay. This is a mess. Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. But here's the thing. Netflix has good content. Netflix has a lot of original content, right? Netflix has worthy content. I feel like Netflix could be worth that, right? It could be worth that. But the fact that you keep bumping it up every couple of years, that's not going to keep working out for me. It's not. Your quality of entertainment has gone up, baby. Your quality has gone up than back in the day. I'm not going to lie. You could have bumped it up 2 or 3, but the constant, look at this chart. It just keeps going. From 2012, it was $7.99 back in the good old days, like I was talking about. $7.99. So we're at $7.99 till today. For the basic, we're at $17.99. So that's $10 over almost a 10-year period. $10 increase. Tubi is looking Tubi's looking good. I don't care if your movie doesn't have a world-renowned director in it. I don't care if you guys are filming on your iPhone. Honestly, I really don't. But there's a lot of good stuff on Tubi, too. Tubi's going to start charging. Watch. Mark my words. Tubi is going to start charging. We might as well go back to cable, because if you have a Hulu, a Netflix, an Amazon Prime account, what's the other one? Disney Plus, all of that shit combined is like $200-$300 it's like a show. And then they do it so conveniently, because it's always a documentary you want to see on a different app. HBO Max drops this documentary. Peacock drops this documentary. Why don't y'all just drop the shit everywhere? It's like they specifically put it places, like Gypsy Rose's show is on Lifetime. They specifically put all this interesting ass shit on different networks. So you have to have Max, Netflix, Hulu, because they don't, for some reason, the other provider just don't have it. It's not an original by any means. It's an exclusive. And those exclusives, like I think it was Scott Peterson's documentary where they went and talked to Scott Peterson. I had to buy Peacock for that. I didn't want that. Still don't want it. Still don't know what's on there, right? But for one thing, you're having to go out and outsource. It's just too much. Trust me, I love streaming services. Honestly, I love streaming services, but they make life easier, especially when you have a Roku, Fire Stick. They make life easier, but Netflix has lost her mind. Was $17? There's some months where I'm like, you know what? Netflix is going off this month. And then when there's entertaining information or shows that I want to see, I put it back on. I buy it again. I renew my subscription, whatever. And during that month, I use it, right? Like I think I got it again for the Squid Games, when the Squid Games come up. Right, the same household. That's all, like, girl. Netflix, you're that girl, but don't think you're that girl, right? You're that girl, but you're not, like, come on now. I feel like the more people pay it, the more they're going to increase it. If people stop paying for it, it's going to go back down. Right? But as a society, we just don't. We like shiny shit. And Netflix is one of the beacons of shiny shit, right? But Tubi's good. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's not good. There's all kinds of good stuff on Tubi, guys. So if you guys don't like have Netflix, check out Tubi. Some of the movies are filmed with a toaster or a Nintendo DS, but look, you can get past that and see the plot of some of these, smaller directors and actresses and actors. Some of the movies are wild. I'm telling you that right now. Like, it'll just bust out into a full sex scene on screen. And you're like, where am I? Right? Like, I thought I was watching a movie. Tubi does have like a lot of like, it's like, oh, what am I watching? The hell? Is this cinema? Like, where am I? Okay. But I do love some Tubi. I love Tubi too. I do. One of my subscribers told me to watch 3 Identical Strangers. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on Tubi for free. And it's about 3 men who were separated at birth. And then they come to find out that they are 3 identical looking twins. I don't think they were identical triplets. I'm sorry. You can't be an identical triplet, I don't think. Maybe you can, but I don't know. I'm not a biologist, a gynecologist, or any of that shit, so don't ask me. But yeah, they were separated at birth. So you guys need to, if you haven't seen that, it's really good. Yeah. Oops, I didn't show you guys a picture. Sorry. Yeah, $24.99. Who do you think I am? Like, you think I'm Kim Kardashian that I'm paying for that? So yeah, this is the oh my God. See, their faces are everywhere. Why is Elon's face right here? I try to get away from shit, right? I try to take a break from the political shit. And look what pops up. This is what we're up against. Please donate. No. You should have voted. Why do I have to donate because you didn't vote? Bye. Anyway, but yeah, like the three Identical Strangers, I really do love that. I love the movie. It was good. It was like a documentary. It was pretty good. Interesting. So if you guys haven't seen that, check it out. What else is going on in tech, guys? You guys know. If you guys don't know, look at this. Jazz says between Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, Max. Damn. You got the premium package at your house? Jazz never runs out of shit to watch. Jazz never runs out of shit to watch. She has Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, Max, Paramount, Crunchyroll, and YouTube. And that's over $300 for her. That's like, that could be other things that, it's just, that's like a car note. And regular cable let us have everything. It was a little expensive, but it was like cable, cell phone, internet, all that shit wrapped up into one for like $300. Now we disconnect the cord, we pull the cord, because who the hell has cable anymore? Like, that is old. That's played out. So we pulled the cord, and now we're paying even more than we would have paid for cable, and we still have phone bills. Excuse me, my God. And we still have internet bills too. And for streamers and creators, we can't just have the cheapest little internet, because our streams won't work. It won't even turn on. You could barely go to websites. You have to have a more expensive internet plan to run these computers, right? I built my own computer, by the way, guys. I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I really hate ads. And when my ex-husband and I split, I took over the payments for them. Am I okay? I'm fine. What? Does something seem wrong because I burped? I'm not gonna puke. I'm not gonna puke, I promise. I probably will take the Tylenol after the stream because my head is like slamming. It's like somebody's slapping me in the face, the head right now. But yeah, I have an interview coming out. I have to see what SL wants to do. It's totally fine. Let's redo it. Okay. Okay, perfect. We'll do that then. We'll do that. I got your message. We'll do that. It's just a little bit more to wrap up, but I feel like it's going to be really, really good, guys. It's going to be really good. I should show you. You guys want to see a sneak peek? How do I do that? I don't even know how to do that. I can show you guys like a small sneak peek if you want to see. Like acid reflux? Nah, no acid reflux today. That usually happens when I'm like laying flat, falling asleep. No, I'm fine. You guys want to see a snippet of it? How the hell do I do this? Can I connect to? I have to connect to this. We'll highlight. That background music is dramatic as hell, but I love it. The background music is so dramatic. I love it. It's great. It's wonderful. It's on my laptop, guys, so I don't really know how to show you guys. It's on my laptop. And it's not fully edited down. I could probably do this. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can go live from my laptop and show y'all. If I could set up another camera. Just to share the screen. I might be able to show you guys. Hang on. I'm going to try to do it from this side. Hold on. Okay. Lindsay 2. Hopefully it lets me do it. Oh. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully. Can you guys hear me? I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to do this from... I'm trying to share my screen. Oh. I feel like I sound like a robot. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I want. Bear with me. To share audio. Where's my system? Preferences. Okay. Bear with me. System. I'm here. Let's look at that damn echo. I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out how to show you guys without maybe I can just cut it. I can just cut it, I guess. Yeah, I'll just save it as is. I'll save it as is. And then I'll show you guys like that. It's a really good interview. Like I was going over it when I was going over it and stuff. I think it's really good. It's like really good. So how's everybody else doing? Otherwise, how was you guys' day today? I hope everybody had a good day. An effective day, a day filled with productivity. There's just some days you're not feeling as productive as others, so I definitely understand that, but I guess the key is to just push through those tough spots, push through those rough times, and just keep going. I got it, guys. I got it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really want to show you guys. I told you I would. You guys want to see it, so let's get it done. I never tried to go live on 2 PCs at once, but hey, it's not easy. So I gotta mute myself here. And hello. That's all you guys get.
So they just go to regular church, and then they keep those fundamental early Mormon teachings. And those early Mormon teachings are.
I'm so sorry. If any of you have hearing problems after this live, I'm so sorry. But that's all you guys get. That's all you guys get. I'm sorry. When I said a sneak peek, I really meant sneak. Like, I feel like I gave you guys too much of a sneak peek. But yeah, we're going to talk about, I feel like since we've been talking about Ruby Franke, Sherry Franke, and we're kind of starting to segue into a cult timeline, which is perfectly fine for me because there was no sound. Lindsay, why you tell me now? Oh my, I just, you know what? I honestly, that's a sneak peek. I thought I could hear it. I could hear it just fine. Oh, I feel so shitty. It has sound. I can assure you it has sound, friends. But yeah, I think it's a really good it's going to be a really good one. And I have another one that I'm planning. I tried to do it. It's okay. It's okay. I tried to do the interview with that person who was also in a cult. I tried to do it yesterday, but I was in the middle of a snowstorm, and apparently Wi-Fi and snowstorm don't mix. You know, apparently Wi-Fi and snowstorm don't mix. I had my nice little music, like documentary music for the intro. Um, yeah, you should be anxious. You should be very anxious. It's anxiety provoking. You should be no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I thought you guys could hear the sound. I'm so sorry. I thought you guys could. So did you guys hear squeaking, squealing, mic squealing? Because I think I'm gonna need a ear examination after this. I'm most definitely gonna need an ear examination. Trying to use two mics at once, two computers at once is not for the faint of heart. I should have just had a copy on here, but it's not done yet. It's not done yet. But when it is done, it's going to be very good. It's not done because I don't know what happened, but like the last 7 minutes were chopped off. So a lot's going into it, right? A lot's going into it, but it's going to be really good. I hope you guys check it out. I feel like it would be good as well, along with the A to Z Scandal series, to give people that have had tough times or PTSD inducing experiences, people who have been abused, all of that. I feel like it's good to give them a platform, right? It's good to give them a platform, right? If they want to speak about their story, why not give them a platform to do so? So I feel like interviewing would be good. Echoing and high squeaks, but you couldn't hear this. I'm so sad. Like, why y'all tell me now? Like, now you guys got me wanting to pull it back up because that's just how I am. I didn't know the shit wasn't playing. I can assure you. It's been a long day, guys. What's the name of that damn? I was so excited and geeked up to show you guys, proud. And then as soon as it goes off, Lindsay's like, we can hear a goddamn thing that was going on. Sorry. Yeah, we were in the middle of a snowstorm, so couldn't see, like, every time she would join the StreamYard, it would drop her. Like, we would get a little bit of it out and then it would drop her again. So we have to start that all over. Oh. What about now? That's so bad. What about now? Can you hear me now? I have no earthly idea.
Mormon teachings are what the FLDS and all of the polygamists teach. So it's the same exact teachings. It's just one believes in polygamy and the other doesn't. That's the only difference. My dad was born into it. My mother was a convert. My mom's family was. My mom's mom was. My dad was born into Methodist and very Pentecostal. My mom's family was. My mom's mom. My dad's parents were Methodists. So I was raised Mormon, so LDS, Mormon, it's the same thing. In the church, there's LDS, and then there's these fundamental breakups. So my family was in between mainstream and the fundamental breakup. So my parents, I guess you could call it homeschooling. It was like so they homeschooled. It was really isolated. Like they just had options for going to church. Like that's the only social opportunities that we had was at church. We were still mainstream Mormon. So we were waiting for that to come. Yeah, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Back then, in the 90s, like they didn't, this was 90s and early 2000s, so they didn't have like the online groups that they had later. It's a little bit different. It's right. It's right in between those. So there's a lot of people that are extreme.
Okay, so I think you guys got the gist now. So I think you guys kind of got like the gist now. Hopefully you could hear some of that over the screeching and everything. I don't know. I have 2 laptops, 2 mics, technical difficulties, but the sound is fine. But you guys kind of got like a little sneak peek of that. Watch at the end. Watch you guys are like, oh, we couldn't hear anything. No, but it's not on this computer. That's the only reason why. I was editing it on a laptop. So I was trying to show you guys to the best of my ability. But it's good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That was a substantive sneak peek. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry. I apologize. I wasn't prepared to show you guys, otherwise I would have had it, looking right. It's a Mormon eternity. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this lotion feels so nice. My goodness. Sorry. It's 24 degrees outside. There's still snow and ice everywhere, guys. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock and I'm still rolling. Oh, yeah. Why are my tattoos blurred out? I found a new wristband. I know. This is kind of like the random talk before I get offline, but I found a new wristband. It says, oh goodness. Let's turn off light 1. Okay. It says, okay, let's turn off light 2. The fuck? Okay. It says, you are important. Yeah. It says, "You're important, you are enough, you're wonderful." Just like a inspirational bracelet. I've been having this bracelet on for a long time. It kind of shows up a little bit better. It's a faith bracelet. It's a faith bracelet. And it has a Bible quote on it, Luke 1:30, 1:37. Luke 1:3-7. It says, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." So I've been wearing this one since before I started my YouTube channel. I've just been wearing it every day. Because, I mean, sometimes you might feel like, I feel like I'll close on this. Sometimes you might feel like certain things are impossible to overcome, right? Impossible. Like, oh, how am I going to reach my goals when I have this obstacle or that obstacle? Whatever the case may be, everyone's lives are different and filled with adversity, right? So it's basically saying anything is possible. Like anything. Forward God, anything is possible. Meaning, it's just a reminder to keep going. It's just a reminder to keep going, right? Because there are those days when I'm like face down in my bed and I'm like, I have to do this. And it's just like brain overload, overwhelming overload. Being adult into today's society, especially with the new administration, it's hard. It's a lot, right? And as a creator, you want to remain likable, you want to remain relevant, all of those types of things. So you have to like really research what you're putting out there. And some days it's like, I'm out of gas, but you still keep going. Because you have goals you want to meet, guys. But I have exciting news though. I do have exciting news, but I'm not going to tell you the news. I'm just going to have you guys guessing. I have exciting news to come, right? So, I think to know that had I not started my YouTube channel, that would have not even been a possibility. It's exciting, guys. It's exciting, but I just can't say anything. I can't. I'd love to, but I just can't. Because news spreads like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, I feel like for the days that you're at your lowest, you have to you can sit in that for a minute. Like you can sit in that for a minute. And what I've learned is that, but you just have to get up and keep going because anything is possible, right? So I'm going to leave you guys with that. You guys can keep guessing, but you guys, honestly, the news that I'm telling you guys about, you guys will never guess it. You will never guess it or see it coming. It's like, boom, right? Like you're not gonna see it coming. You're not gonna see it coming. You're gonna just be like, the fuck, right? Yeah. So, when it happens, I think I can reveal it then. When the news happens, I'll reveal it. So it won't really be a secret at that point, but but I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I want some wine, and just gonna relax, honestly. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night otherwise. Enjoy your night, enjoy your family, and stay warm. I get it, LO. I try to keep it tucked deep down and not let it get to me. All right, what are you talking about, Lindsay? Are you talking about The Secret? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's like when I think about it, it's like, oh shit, I need to just go on top of a mountain and scream it. But yeah, it's just not feasible. Are you talking about, what are you trying not to let get to you? The administration, The Secret, what? The religious trauma. I feel like we've all gone through religious trauma, in some form or another, right? Because I feel like the worst thing you can do is tell somebody they're going to burn for eternity if they don't do X, Y, or Z, right? And It kind of has people walking around on eggshells. It has tons of people questioning their identity, and feeling like they should do something just because um, that's what their parents want. That's what the church, quote unquote, wants, right? Um, there's no hope in that. There's no there's really none. I find hope in places that tell me you will succeed. I find hope in places that if you have faith and you work upon that faith, faith without work would be dead. But if you have faith and you work upon that faith and you make the strides, you will succeed. I'd rather go to a place like that. I'd rather go to a place that's motivating me and not tearing me down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for all of those places that religious entities that have abused people physically, sexually, emotionally, however, there's another religious place that empowers people or saves a life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to find which one works for you. It's not everyone's going to work for everybody. You have to find something that truly connects to you and speaks to you, you know? So honestly, that's how I feel about it. It could be very traumatic. It could cause people to end their lives, right? The religious trauma, right? We see LGBTQIA people, Americans, and just end it because of the fear of retribution by religious organizations or their families. And now the government. You're seeing people dying because you can't look at them as if they are equal to you. Right? Yeah, the administration is poof. And these young Gen Zs the Gen Z are crash outs, right? The Gen Z are crash outs. You know, the millennials are kind of like, you know, we've been through this before. We've dealt with a bad policy. We've dealt with the discrimination, especially the millennials that are minorities, right? So we kind of know how to deal with adversity. Gen Z don't know how to deal with adversity. So they're just like, they're very antsy. The younger kids are very antsy, right? They don't like it. They don't believe it, you know, so here we are. Here we are. Right? Oh my goodness, guys. We are 22 days into the stream-a-thon. You know, I made it my goal to go live every day here. I was trying to do TikTok as well, but then I realized, Lindsay, you're not Superwoman. You can't do shorts, videos, lives, long videos. It's just too much. I don't want to, you know, overwhelm myself, you know? But I will be over there on TikTok, relaxing, listening to music and stuff. But 22 days, we're going live the whole month. And I don't think I'm just going to go away after that. Like, bye. So, hi, bye. But I'm not going to be streaming every day. That's not feasible for me. I would love to, but I really want to, like, creating videos is my passion, right? I do love getting on here and talking with everyone, but creating videos, that's most definitely my passion. Doing interviews, going out into the field, like I should do them on TikTok and here at the same time, huh? I should. I'm actually missing a YouTube show. What's up, Shiny King? How are you, King? How are you? We're just in here talking about a plethora of things today. We talked about politics. We talked about Donald Trump, current events, Netflix prices going up. You just caught about the end of it. We talked about the new interview that I have coming out with Stephanie, and she's talking about her experience in the Mormon Church. We're going to double back. We will get back to the journal. We will get back to Ruby Frankie's journal after the interviews. And Sherry's book, I'm also reading that as well. I'm almost done with her book. So I want to do a book review on that. So content's coming. Content's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Netflix raising. Did you hear about that, Bubbles? Netflix raising the price another couple of dollars. Like, no, you can't keep charging me another couple of dollars every 2 years. Like, are you good? You hate Trump to a T. You are very well. You are very well. A lot of people do. You're very well represented in this country. A lot of people do. Over 60 million Americans do, right? And if you watch the beginning of the live, you'll see why. Right? And I literally do not judge people. If they come in here and tell me that they voted for Trump or whatnot, I don't judge them. But when they start getting disrespectful, that I will immediately judge them, right? But immediately, if you say you voted for Trump, I know you're not educated. You're not educated. I know that. I know you do not have a higher I know that, right? So I'm not going to sit up here and just like everybody deserves equality. You know, you have certain political ideals and things, but it's kind of disheartening that the person you voted for is a racist, a sexist, a misogynist, a sexual assaulter, someone who hates Mexican people for absolutely no reason. There are immigrants that come into the country legally and illegally, and there are Mexican Americans, right? There are actual Mexicans that are Americans that live here, just like there are Black Americans that live here, Irish Americans that live here, Nigerian Americans that live here. There are not only one type of American living here. So when you say make America great again, for who? America belongs to all of us collectively. You can't point at them and say, I don't like him because he's an immigrant that comes from that way and not that way. Like, come on, man. So when somebody says they voted for that, I already know you just don't get it, right? You don't have it. You don't have it there, all right? And it could be because somebody told you something and you believed it. They sold you a dream and you fell for it. A lot of us do. Trust me. I've been sold a couple dreams myself, but I mean, honestly, it's going to be a tumultuous 4 years in terms of morale for the country, patriotism. There's none of that. The only people that you see with patriotism are the people who are not patriots to America, but they are patriots to Trump. And that should tell you something. That it's not a country love, it's a Trump love. Right? There's any other person that stands up against him, Republican or Democrat, they're shot down. Right? Shiny King says, I know that he's a racist, and that's one of the reasons I hate him. I do respect, but I don't respect him because he doesn't hide it. Right? Since when? Since when you allowed to be so overtly hateful and not get criticized by the masses? Project 2025 is here. Project 2025 is here, baby. It's here. You say, Trump's people will get you to say, see, I can go on a tangent about politics forever, but Trump's people will get you to say, you know, you don't like your country, you don't love your country, you're so who doesn't really like the country? Who doesn't really have a sense of patriotism, right? It's not the Democrats. It's not the Democrats. It's the people that stormed inside of the Capitol and beat up Capitol Police and disrespected the sanctity of American government, one of the branches of American government. That is a cornerstone of American government, the Capitol. Those are your patriots that destroy and try to dismantle the fundamental principles of democracy, having three, like, come on. Those are your patriots. And you're letting them out of jail. Some of them are neo-Nazis you pardon. Some of them are just nuts. Some of them are, like, honestly, you're pardoning those people. And you want to look, and you voted for it, and you want to go and shake hands with a person of color the next day. And you shake their hands, and you do their examinations, right? You're their doctors, you're their police officers, you're their bankers, you're all of those things, and you want them to believe you don't have ulterior motives to be used against them. Sad. People are empowered to be more like, there used to be undercover races, people that the Klan hood has come off. The Klan hood has come off. Now they're more emboldened to be racist in public, emboldened to be transphobic, homophobic, and misogynistic in public because the president has given them that power. This is where we live. And if we go anywhere else, we're a foreigner. So you're a foreigner in your own land and you're a foreigner everywhere else. But I feel like in some countries you'd be praised. Like, here's the difference between America and other countries, guys. If you come to America looking for a better life, they call you, what do they call you? An illegal immigrant. They call you all of the bad names in the book, right? They hate you. They hate you because you want to come here. They hate you. But if me, go to another country, right? Not an enemy country, not like Russia or like, I wouldn't go there. Like, okay, that would obviously be a red flag for Russians to be like, what the? But if you go to another country, they want you there. The first thing you have to say, you go to Bangladesh, you go to India, you go to Nigeria, you go to any of these countries and you say, I'm from America. They praise you because they see it as someone wants to come to our country. Someone wants to learn about our culture. Someone wants to make us feel included, and they're from America. They welcome you with open arms. But in the United States, we don't do that. But you go to other countries and they're just glad for your existence. That should show you. That should honestly show you. Now, while I say we shouldn't open the border and let anyone who wants to come in, I'm not saying that. I do think there needs to be a stronger immigration policy, but that does not give us the right to instill hate and vitriol against people who are seeking asylum in this country. It does not give us the right to teach kids that. Kids are watching this shit. Kids are watching what you do, and they're going to school and they're saying, my dad loves Trump. And the other kids are going home and asking their parents all kinds of crazy shit. And that's how it starts. And it goes on generation. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Random. We've been live for 2 hours. I was supposed to get off, but somebody said something about Trump. So I had to, I went on a tangent. I could stay here with you guys for a long, long time, but I really do have a splitting headache and I need to get off and finish editing up this video. I'm going to finish, we still have a little bit to get, but I want to go, but then I don't want to go. You know what I mean? I want to go, but I don't, but you guys don't make me want to leave, It sucks. I don't want to go, but I do need to rest a little bit because I'm getting a headache. These lights give me a migraine sometimes. It's like behind my eyes right now. Thank you, Random. Love you. Thank you for the one gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I truly do. It means a lot to me. Y'all saw Gypsy playing in the snow? Let me not be messy. Let me just shut up. Gypsy was standing inside. She was looking at the snow and stuff. Ooh. Thank you. Oh, we started doing my hair? Right, we started doing my hair. Didn't finish. We're going to finish it. I'm like, I'm going to get my hair done. We started doing one side. You can kind of see brown rubber bands. We didn't finish. I'm a little bit of a procrastinator. But it's okay. But I will get it. I am getting it done, but I'm just a little bit of a procrastinator. You guys know. Yeah. Procrastinate now. That's not messy. She's messy. Oh goodness. I already know it. I'm gonna come across Gypsy. Yep, I'm definitely doing it tonight. Procrastinate now. I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it my hair tonight. Washed it, started twisting because my hair is locked. So after a while, it's like I'll grow like a little my hair will start growing in and it needs to be re-separated, retwisted and all that. So I started, but I didn't. Whatever, you know. I'm sorry. And I could put like a design or a style in it, but I really need to go to somebody who knows what the hell they're doing, unlike myself. You know, Bubbles, welcome. Welcome. Are you guys in my Discord yet? Why aren't you guys in my Discord? I really don't understand that. Like, I just got a suspicious text message. That was suspicious. The hell? Okay, you guys need to join the Discord so I can talk while I'm in the bed with y'all. Because we can, whoa. Hang on, back up. Wait. Rephrase that. That's not what I really meant to say. It's not what I meant to say, right? You guys join the Discord. At first I was gonna make people pay like to be a member, but I feel like I'm not doing that shit. Anybody who wants to come talk in the group can come talk in the group. I'm not doing that. Let me see. Let me drop it here. Y'all's little red diamonds look so cute. Do y'all use y'all's emojis? Look at my emoji. I'm about to send some emojis in the chat. Use y'all's emojis. Right, yeah, that sounded way too romantic for me. Just talk while I'm in the bed with y'all. The fuck? Like, I just, honestly, guys, it's time for me to go to sleep. I sent the link. Did you guys get it? Here's a link to the Discord. You guys can join up to Discord. Somebody just joined. I'm still building it out. So there's some people in here. Honestly, I don't know if we have a mole or in here or not, because I don't know who some of these people are. There's like 5 or 6 people in there. But we can like talk in there, and I'm going to build it out. I have a lot of plans, a lot of expectations, a lot of great things I'm going to do in my first term, just like Donald Trump. But I'm going to build it out so like you guys can go in and like put video requests. Like there'll be different tabs. I love Discord. Honestly, it's the main messaging platform that I use besides Facebook. I do use Facebook Messenger. I don't use my text messages at all. I use Facebook Messenger or Discord. If somebody calls me on the phone, it better be serious. Otherwise, I'm not answering. We can all jump in bed and twist hair. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a dream. What a dream. It'd be done quicker. It'd be done quicker then. Shiny King says, can't wait until 2028. I'm gonna be in my 30s and Trump is still gonna be president. Do you know how that looks? Do you know how that looks to be in your 30s with Trump? That doesn't look like getting old up there. Oh God, it's just bad. I can't even put it in a good angle. Like even the TikTok thing, you can't even put it in a good angle with Trump. Like I was trying to be like, okay, he's safe. No, he didn't. He actually did that to gain morale, and it's just sick. What is one good thing Trump has done? One for people like me. or anyone in general that's breathing. I can't think of like 3 things. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thanks for showing love with the emojis. Hey Bubbles. Hey Brown Eye Girl. How y'all doing? You guys can chat with me in there. Yeah, you guys can change your names. Chat with me in there. We're in the Discord. It's just one general server. I'll bust it down. You guys can join. Any of my subscribers can join. If you're not a subscriber, please don't join. Because I just don't really want people in our business like that. Like if you're a Gypsy Rose spy, don't join. If you're some type of Scientologist, don't join. Like, don't be weird. Like, don't have never texted in my chat, but you're joining to see what we're talking about. I will kick you out, honestly. This is supposed to be a safe space, you know? So if people are lurking in the chat and joining to see what we're talking about, I don't like that. I'll shut that shit down. Lindsay says, I don't see one good thing he has done. Right. Discord has rules. Yeah, whatever's said in the Discord stays in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of game, you know? That's how rumors and shit start flying around from this end to that end. There's so much Discord drama. It's so good. I'm like right in the middle of it because I have another Discord that's so messy. And I'm right in there. I'm like, ooh, what happened? What was said? Wait, what? You know? So yeah, Discord's messy. It's messy as hell. People are like, oh, people just get on there to talk with their friends while they're gaming. No, it's the messiest goddamn thing that they've created in a while. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go. I need to take an aspirin because I can feel my brain moving behind my eye. And I don't think that's good. These lights are hot. But I'm going to go. I'll be in the Discord if you guys want to chat. I'll probably come in and out because I'm always multitasking. So I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys later. Bye.